Yipee-Ki-Yay, Mr. Falcon.
Bonus content.
Hello.
Oh. We should get an apartment together.
Miss your scent. Miss your musk.
Just sit the next couple of plays out, will you, champ? You know? Yeah, you gotta quit talking when the thoughts crop up in the old skull there.
God.
I love that movie so much.
Whammy.
I watched the second one for the first time in ages not too long ago, and it was pleasantly funnier than I remembered.
I have to watch that again. I saw it once and hated it.
Yeah, it made me angry. It did the first time. I gave it another shot, and as long as you're not trying to compare it to the first one, there's funny parts.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
I did exactly that.
We all did. We all
It's
were
not the same.
We were all hoping for it to just like continue the first one. The first one was a fucking accident anyway.
Yeah.
Anchorman was it? Did you ever see we watched that weird recut of all the extra footage once, didn't we?
I've never seen the recut.
No.
I heard about the whole other subplot that they cut out.
Wake Up Ron Burgundy, they called it when they put it out on DVD. But yeah, it was a whole different movie. It's just kind of an accident and editing room magic that they cut together the movie they did. So it stands to reason they couldn't really make a second one. But
no, that's like lightning in a bottle.
You know, though, the bats thing is funny. Champ's weird chicken restaurant that sells bats.
I don't even remember that.
Chicken of the Cave.
No memory of this.
And like they have that whole segment where he goes blind, where Ron Burgundy goes blind, and like I thought it was so stupid. And then after I saw it the first time, I saw several of these 1970s TV movies about people who are struck with stunning disabilities, like a skier who gets paralyzed and shit. And that is exactly the tone all those movies had. It was really a spot-on parody of something not many people probably remembered.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not in on the joke, which is exactly where I was. I didn't get that joke.
Yeah, I didn't either at the time, dude. But I gave it another shot. So if you ever see it on, I mean, whatever. I don't care. Don't ever.
Linear
watch it.
TV is dead, man.
Whatever, bro. That's what I'm trying. I keep trying to buy things on disc, but the world, it hates me. Fucking Disney, dude. Fuck the mouse. It's fucking terrible. I tried to get two classics, Captain Ron and What About Bob, just like on anything, like Blu-ray.
You can't find them?
They have not been released on anything but DVD and like old ass. I ended up getting them on eBay. The What About Bob disc isn't even anamorphic, so it won't fill up the screen. Even though it's widescreen, it won't fill up the screen.
It's like letterboxed?
Yeah. So it's a square, but you don't see the top and bottom of the square. So it's just dumb. A rectangle floating in your giant television. And I haven't tried Captain Ron yet, but it's probably the same way. And I don't know why, but Disney does this with a lot of their movies. They just don't re-release them.
You gotta wait for that guy, like, new from the Disney vaults.
Motherfuckers. No, wait for them to put it out on a
40th anniversary.
Yeah, they'll put it out on a $60 steelbook. You know, I can get that, I guess.
America's timeless classic, Captain Ron.
Captain Ron is a horrible movie, but it is so much fun. Like, it's so digestible and just inoffensive, and I don't know. It's like a safe, and it's funny.
I mean,
Kurt Russell's pretty
Kurt
fucking
Russell
funny.
wears an eye patch, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, anytime Kurt Russell dons an eye patch, you know you're in for a good time.
You're in for something. That's for sure. I read a little thing. I don't know if it's true, but
I don't give a fuck about your president.
he's much nicer in this one. He is quite gruff in this, though, too, but he is much nicer. He likes margaritas, eh? I read that he and Martin Short originally were cast in the opposite parts.
Wait, what?
I don't know if it's true. I imagine they were envisioning a different type of Captain Ron, and Kurt Russell was supposed to play the dad, and
The uptight dad?
yeah, and supposedly they got drunk together and decided that they were going to switch parts.
And they just let him?
I choose to believe it. I don't care. I choose to believe it. Whatever.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah. What about Bob? Linny had never seen it. My wife had never seen the whole thing.
What?
We watched it. She laughed quite heartily. She didn't expect Richard Dreyfuss to go that fucking crazy by the end. It's always such a treat when he hangs the bags of gunpowder on his neck. It's fucking great.
Phenomenal.
But something they did put out on 4K, and I waited a while to get it, because there were reviews that were quite negative. Terminator, the original Terminator from '84.
Oh.
Terminator 2, there was no doubt the transfer was good. Everyone loved it, and it is. It looks great. But people were posting screenshots of the original, and I was reading that they used some kind of AI layer to clean it up, and people posted screenshots of like warbled faces and shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. And then I was talking to somebody, and he's like, you don't see any of it. Like, these are psychos who go frame by frame through the movie until they find something that looks off. Like, he's like, it looks great. It looks fucking... I'm like, oh, all right. So I did get it, right? And it looks pretty great. It truly does. It was pretty awesome, actually. If anything, you know what's fucked up is the future scenes with the stop motion, like hunter-killer ships and stuff.
Yeah.
They look a little more fake in 4K. Like all the stop motion stuff just doesn't look. It looks a little worse than it used to, but everything else looks great. But in poking around on the internets about the first movie, I discovered something. I discovered a fan theory, dude.
Oh boy, hit me.
It caught my interest. Like, at first I was like, that's just fucking stupid. And I thought about it for a minute, and I went back to it and read it. I'm like, and you know how when they used to teach us how to like analyze literature in school, and especially when we used to do all that Shakespeare bullshit, and they would say you can come up with any kind of theory about character motivation or stuff that happens off screen, essentially, if you can find some kind of evidence in the text, right? And it doesn't contradict anything. So I figure you treat these kind of the same way. There's a lot of goofy fan theories, and it's like, all right, is there any evidence in the movie that supports this possibility first? And then how much of the movie do you have to like ignore for this fan theory to make sense? Like, how goofy is it? Like, how off the wall is it? How much is it just rewriting the movie? This one's pretty good, and I need your help. Okay. So the premise is, we all know the Terminator, in the original movie, the Terminator goes back in time to kill Sarah Connor, the mother of the leader of the human resistance in the war against the machines in the future. And his name is John Connor, right? So just looking at the first movie, don't think about any of the sequels, just
Okay.
As if the
Terminator
first movie
1.
lived by itself. So they know so little about Sarah Connor because all the records have been destroyed that the Terminator actually has to go through the phone book. They knew that she lived in L.A. County, and
Sarah Connor.
that was it, right? And so they make a big point of it. He fucking gets a phone book out of a phone booth, and he starts killing
Tears the
them in
page out.
order. Yeah, and he starts killing them in order. And our Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, is last. So they show him kill the first Sarah Connor, that nice-looking housewife lady who he shoots when she answers the door, right? Remember that with the laser sight pistol shit? And
Yeah, she doesn't stand a chance.
no. Then, off-screen, he kills the second Sarah Connor. You never see that. They talk about it on the news, and the cops talk about it when they realize that 2 Sarah Connors have been killed. But you never see that second Sarah Connor, okay? And then she's the last one, and she's the one that gives him a lot of trouble. All right? And that's what the whole movie is her trying to survive. Now, it was always assumed that obviously because she survives this film and because of everything Kyle does and says, that she is obviously John Connor's mother. She is the Sarah Connor that matters, right? Well, the fan theory is that the second Sarah Connor who died, who was killed, was actually the Sarah Connor. And
How do you figure?
okay, hold on. And they're saying, you know how you see that one shot of John Connor in the future, like
he's all
surveying the
scarred up.
battlefield, with his binoculars, all scarred up, looking rough. Well, they're saying that the unseen Sarah Connor was his mother, and the movie is actually about an unwitting woman who happened to have the same name as the mother of the resistance, who, through circumstance and fate, ends up fulfilling the same role when it's left vacant through something fucking with time. It's kind of like an idea that time finds a way, you know?
Time finds a way.
So there's a couple little hints at this, and a lot of it, of course, focuses on Kyle Reese. Now, the first thing I thought of was the photo, right? Everyone knows Kyle has that old beat up Polaroid of Sarah that he supposedly memorized and everything. And there's that dream he has of that photo burning in a fire when Terminators attack their underground rat hole thing, right?
Yeah.
And I figured that, and somebody brought it up in one of these threads about it. And they're like, well, the photo doesn't exist when Kyle first comes back in time. I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Because they haven't taken it yet, right?
Well, because Sarah isn't on the path that would lead her to get that photo taken yet, right? She gets it taken at the end of the movie in the desert, when she's in that Jeep.
At the gas station.
Right, headed into Mexico, which she never would have been doing unless Kyle and the Terminator came into her life. All right, so first, there's a little evidence that supports this. When she's first attacked in the Club Noir, in that fucking super 80s
Noir.
fucking club, right? The most 80s LA club you can fucking imagine. So when the Terminator first goes after her there, that's when Kyle leaps into action and fends him off, and they run away. And he tells her that they knew so little about her that he had to wait until the Terminator went after her to make sure she was a target, right? Well, if he had memorized a photo of her, why didn't he recognize her? It never really made any sense, unless he doesn't have a memory of that photo yet, because she's not on the path to have taken it yet. All right?
But he had it in the future.
So, yeah. All right, this is time travel shit, man. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
boy.
It's time travel shit. So you could argue that until Sarah fully accepts this whole thing, this whole idea that she is going to have a kid who saves the world, or saves humanity, rather, that photo doesn't exist. And one could argue that she isn't really super locked into it and doesn't fully believe Kyle until that giant massacre at the police station. Right? That kind of locks her in. And he doesn't
She's
have...
like, oh, yeah, this is real.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that dream about the photo and doesn't mention it until after that. So the way I figure it, the photo doesn't come into existence in Kyle's memory until that moment, that time. And the dream is like a representation of like new memories forming because of changes in the timeline. Eh?
Hang on. Excuse me. So, kind of like, I'm going to go back to Time Cop here. This makes me think of the part where, like, the young bad guy in the past
I know where you're
gets
going.
a cut on his cheek.
Yeah.
And it, like,
exactly.
forms the scar on the new bad guy in real time.
Right.
So you're positing that the same sort of effect could occur with, like, memories. Like, a thing happens, and then you just develop in real time the memory of it.
Right.
Because it happened. It like changed the time stream.
Yes. And he wouldn't be aware of it. And at that point, also maybe possibly in his mind at the same time, the person he thinks of as John Connor turns into an adult Edward Furlong, for lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying? He turns into the alternate John Connor. And Sarah only names her son John Connor because she was told she was going to have a boy, and then his name was going to be John.
May your first child be a masculine child.
So essentially everything about the original John Connor gets kind of passed along to Sarah's kid through Kyle unwittingly, who actually ends up fathering that kid. And it also, it explains why, it explains that whole weirdness. Like, John would have had to have known Kyle was his father and would have to send him back in time to create the loop or he wouldn't exist. That's always been kind of a weird time travel problem with Terminator, right?
Back up.
That's what?
So you're saying that Sarah Connor 2, that died off screen, was the original mother of John Connor.
Yeah.
And that John Connor sent Kyle Reese back in time to keep her from being killed.
Right. And he fucked up.
He messed up.
Protected the wrong Sarah Connor. Just like, yeah.
But so let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jesus. All right. So John Connor sends Kyle Reese back to protect his mother.
Right.
You're saying that the real mother of John Connor was not the Sarah Connor we get in the movie, but the one that was killed off screen in Terminator 1.
Yes. Yeah, that's the theory. Yeah.
So then somehow, with Kyle Reese protecting the wrong Sarah Connor, he fathers the new John Connor.
Yeah, he fathers a kid who just it's another woman named Sarah Connor. He knocks her up and tells her, "You're going to be the mother of a dude who saves humanity."
He kind of like
his name is John.
He speaks it into existence.
Yes, exactly. It's like a self-fulfilling future prophecy sort of deal. However, you have to think about it like this way. Imagine what the scenario was when the Terminator, and I've done this a lot because I've been watching this movie basically my entire life. And lately, ever since I've been thinking about this, I've fallen asleep thinking about this a few times. Like, imagine the scenario of the Terminator and Kyle Reese getting sent back in time. Just with the first one. Forget about the other movies. Like, you have to think it had to be some kind of like last ditch battle. They fucking, the human resistance is fought into the heart of Skynet, where they're doing their like experimental tech, you know, things like liquid metal, you know, and time displacement equipment. And they show up, and all they see, they just in time to see the T-800 get sent back in time. And they look at the fucking machine, and John Connor's like, oh, fuck, they sent it back to 1984. That's like the year before I was born. That's probably not good. And it's LA. It's LA. So, yeah, it's definitely going to kill my mom. Sends Kyle back to protect her, right? So he had no idea. It's not like he was raised knowing this was going to happen, because there's no loop yet. And there never will be if you follow this fan theory. There's no loop yet. So it's not like you can say, well, Kyle would have told, you know, John Connor would have told Kyle, you know, where his mother lived, you know, because it would have been important, because that's how Kyle would have known she was the right one, and not go through the same shit the Terminator went through, right? But if they didn't know that they were going to have to do this until like the last minute, and there was no real preparation, it changes everything, right? So,
okay.
So yeah, that. It kind of holds water. Like, I keep trying to shoot a hole, and I'm not saying that Cameron intended for this. I'm certain he didn't, but you can read it that way, and it's kind of fun to watch the movie, thinking that this poor woman is not being targeted because of the child she eventually bears, but just because she had a name, just because of her name. And everyone she knows and loves dies because of it. And if you want to take it a little further, it does help with the time loop shit and the paradox shit, and then what happens in the second movie. Because Kyle is sent back, if you go by the theory, this fan theory, Kyle is sent back from a future that no longer exists by a John Connor that no longer exists. So it no longer becomes necessary in continuing this timeline to be like, oh, well, when they get to this point in the future.
Wait a minute. So okay, so according to this, Kyle Reese gets sent back, and the moment the Terminator kills Sarah Connor #2, his actual mother, their timeline ceases to exist.
Well, they begin on a divergent timeline.
They start another timeline.
Yeah, like depending on what you believe. Yeah, but yeah, as far as they're concerned, their future has changed from that point on. So, and because the third Sarah Connor lives, for Kyle, if we're gonna go by the time cop rules, that as things change for the future, Kyle's memories start to change, then it kind of makes sense. Because, you know, the person he knows as John Connor simply becomes a different person. And he believes, even if you disregard the photo, right? Even if you pretend he knows about the photo the whole time and had the photo the whole time, when he kills the second Sarah Connor, and the only option left is to protect the third one, it could all change in his memory. The person he thinks of as John Connor is now the new John Connor, and the woman in the photo that he memorized becomes Sarah Connor 3, Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor.
So by this logic, like let's say Sarah Connor 2 dies. Sarah Connor 3 is the new Sarah Connor. She has the new John Connor. Like, are we to believe that like things would proceed exactly as they did before?
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Because it's a divergent timeline. It's not like they're locked into, he has to meet Kyle and then he has to send Kyle back into the past or he won't be born. It's a different Kyle. It's a Kyle now from a divergent timeline. And the Kyle that's his dad is from a timeline that no longer exists, that they've branched away from. I mean, it's all nonsense because it's fiction, like time travel is fiction. But if you want to believe in it in that way, in like the Doc Brown, like divergent skewed off timeline, it kind of makes sense, you know, and it's just a different way to watch it. And I keep trying to poke holes in it, and it wants to persist.
Oh boy, I mean, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
To digest this, because like there's a piece of me that wants to go no,
I know,
crazy. It doesn't make sense.
I know. I didn't like it either, but it's almost more fun. It's almost more fun to think about it. Like time wouldn't allow for it to be that easy, you know?
Yeah,
like he killed her and he changed the future, but you know what? There was this other Sarah Connor's pretty tough if she give him the chance.
You're not gonna like this, but it's very Whovian. It's like a very Doctor Who explanation because like he's got a TARDIS and he goes around and he changes things in the timeline, but like they have all these different plot points where they're like, this is a fixed point in time, like the thing you're trying to change cannot be changed, and like they'll just with a couple lines of dialogue they'll either say like, if you change this, the whole time space continuum will collapse and existence will no longer exist. Or it'll be something like this is a fixed point in time, like anything you do to try to change it, none of it'll work. It'll just still happen.
Well, all the other subsequent Terminator movies have all fucked with that in one way or another. Like some of them have gone the route of saying, well, yeah, once all this shit started happening with the time travel, that whole original timeline it doesn't matter anymore. It's all skewed off and different. Like Terminator 3 ended with John being locked up in a bunker through the nuclear war. You know, they did that. They tried that. They've retconned the entire events of the first movie in some of these sequels. Like they've done everything you can possibly imagine. But this actually makes this is just a cool way of looking at it, and you don't need anything else. Like all you need is the first movie, and if you take it to the second one, it makes a little more sense because people always said like, all right, if this is a strict time travel thing and it's a loop, right, and John doesn't exist, if he doesn't send Kyle back in the future, he can't be born. So they'd watch the second movie and you'd be like, well, if they destroyed Skynet and prevented the war, then there's no reason for John to ever send Kyle back, so he can't be born, right? So why wouldn't he just blink out of existence? And he doesn't. So then they took it a step further and like, well, that's because the war still happens. It just gets delayed, and we have Terminator 3. But to avoid all that, this fan theory avoids all of that. And for the first one and the second one, it gets rid of all the loops. So
just for a minute, there were definitely 3 Sarah Connors
in the phone book, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pretend there's a 4th, right?
Okay.
Like, so what if, like, you know, you're right. Sarah Connor 2 was mother John Connor. Kyle Reese gets sent back. He fucks up. She dies. He gets with Sarah Connor 3, Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
They have John Connor. War still happens. Everything happens the same way. Another person gets sent back. And, like, could then, by those same rules, like, if Sarah Connor 3 died, could Sarah Connor 4 then produce the next John Connor?
If they repeated the same pattern, yeah. And you could further posit that this is the third time this has happened.
Because it could have
been happened for each Sarah Connor. Yeah. It's just something with that fucking name, dude. You just don't want to be a Sarah Connor in Los Angeles County. That's it.
Sheesh.
It makes it more of a time movie than a, sci-fi robot movie, which I think is really cool. Because, I mean, at its core, it is a time travel movie.
Oh, dang it. I got to watch Terminator now.
Yeah. And it's a unique time travel movie in that it's a one-way trip. You never see the mechanism of the time travel other than that circle that they appear in.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. It's a traveler. It's a true time travel movie because there's no way back. It's neat. I liked it. I liked watching it with that in mind, and it didn't piss me off after I did because it doesn't detract from any of the characters. Because it's not like Kyle fucked up and the fucking future changed. Like everything changed. The only thing that is a little wonky is that if they're now in a divergent timeline, why is Kyle's memory changing? I guess that would be the question. Like, you can't have both, I guess. I don't know how to answer that one. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it doesn't work.
That's the whole.
Maybe that's why it is. Yeah, maybe that's the whole.
I mean, maybe his memory doesn't change until the past actually changes. You know, he remembers what he remembers.
Yeah.
Until something changes, and then his memories change right along with it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
It's neat.
It's a hard one to wrap your head around. It's fun though. It is fun to think about.
And I increasingly like to watch movies that are the first in a series and try to isolate them in my head. You know, like pretend this is the whole story, just like it was for a while until the sequel was made. And I like doing it. Yeah, very much so. Like Predator, like Highlander, Terminator, like Alien, maybe.
Alien.
God,
Alien does a really good job at preserving the continuity, though.
They tried. It's getting hazy now with all the new stuff.
I mean, literally, I'm talking specifically about the jump from Alien to Aliens.
Yeah, everything's pretty plausible. The only thing any like super hardcore fan people point to the
47 years.
47 years. The Queen concept that Cameron came up with. Apparently, in the original, there's a deleted scene from Alien. Have you ever seen it with Tom Skerritt? Shows what happened to him.
Yeah, like she finds the cocoons when they're all like he's like saying kill me.
Yeah. Well, apparently what you're actually seeing in that scene is they're cocooned to the wall and like somehow they're being slowly consumed and being turned into eggs with face huggers in them.
Gross.
And that's how they were originally intended to reproduce. Because, I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of hard for them to make more aliens if they have to, like, set up this whole hive and then, like, there has to be a queen and it has to grow that big egg sac thing. Like, that's pretty inefficient for a super surviving. Yeah, I guess, but they're almost like extinct, man. They're not doing so great. They don't have to live in space.
Well,
and reproduce entire.
I don't think that's why they're almost extinct.
I know, but if you get one bee,
it's because people like honey.
Well, yeah, but if you get one bee, they can't like create a whole colony of bees all by their lonesome, right?
No, I think not.
Well, that's what that's what the alien kind of has to do by its design, and then it kind of goes against that. But since the scene got cut from the original, fuck them. I'm with Cameron, the Blue People guy. He makes Blue People movies now. That's what he does.
Blue People
what
movies.
He fucking does. Supposedly he's making something else soon. I don't know what.
Yeah, but, like just I could not care less about Avatar.
Oh, man, I tried. I liked the original enough. I bought it. I watched it a few times. It's been a long time since I watched it, I'll tell you that. And the second one, I tried. I never even finished it. I never finished it. And I'm just a little annoyed that he spent, like, fucking, 15 fucking something years now just doing this Blue People shit and not doing anything as cinema has crumbled around us and we've got goddamn Predator cartoons. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, man. I feel like I'm losing my mind all the time. All they see is like, 98 fucking % on Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone loves this bullshit. And I was like, oh my God, dude, come on.
You were texting me about it. And
I know.
I was like, oh, yeah, it must be terrible. And I saw the scores. I'm like, oh, people love this.
I mean, I'm sure you'll probably like it. Just to go tell me to go fuck myself. You'll probably watch it and like it. You know?
I mean, I'm going to watch it at some point.
You watched Prey, and you liked that.
I did watch Prey. I watched Prey. Well, here's the thing. I watched Prey, and I think we talked about this. I had a night to myself. I was like, I could do whatever I want, and I actually made a decision. I'm like, I'll watch a movie. I'll watch Prey. I bet this will be awesome. And I made a decision to like it.
It's gonna be good no matter what.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna like it.
Well, there's something at the end of the cartoon that forces it into canon, and also it just makes the whole idea of what the Predators do real stupid.
Is it Danny Glover?
No, it's the chick from Prey. It's Amber Mid-Thunder. I forget her fucking name from the movie. Nothing wrong with her. I hate the movie.
I know. We covered this at length.
Oh, we covered it. Oh, did we cover it?
1719, the French didn't make it until 1718.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, fucking skunk.
Oh my God, you got so mad.
The middle segment. This movie is 3 vignettes and then a 4th fucking vignette, bringing all the vignettes into a vignetting. The second one,
Vignetting.
the second one is actually pretty cool. The one in feudal Japan is pretty
I'll watch
cool.
anything set in feudal Japan.
That I would have watched the whole movie about. They could have made a whole movie about that shit with real people instead of this rotoscoped horse shit, and I would have watched it, and it would have been awesome. But instead, you get this. It's like an Assassin's Creed game, is what it is. It's what it feels like.
That's what movies are now.
I'm old.
Yeah, you're a real curmudgeon.
It's gonna get worse, man. I'm just gonna keep watching Terminator, 1984 over and over. Fuck it.
Yeah, I need to watch an adult movie.
Just gonna come up with different ways to watch old movies. That's what I do. Well, what do you mean an adult movie?
I've been having to consume a lot of children's content lately.
I'm sorry.
Well, listen, check this out. I watched a movie with my kids. I'm going to give you a synopsis. All right, tell me what this sounds like.
Talk to me, babe.
there's a city plagued by crime, and a cop who is, along with his companion, are chasing one of the city's most notorious criminals. They catch up with him, and after a freak accident and a grievous injury, doctors have to step in to save this police officer. And after they do a medical procedure, he comes out totally recognizable, but is now like a super cop.
You seem to be describing the plot of Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop.
It does sound like RoboCop, doesn't it?
I assume it is not.
It's not RoboCop.
No, it can't be.
It's a kids movie called Dog Man. You ever heard of Dog Man?
No, Dog Man. Really?
Dog Man. Yeah. It's a cartoon. Listen, I wanted to just roll my eyes and hate this movie. I kind of loved it.
Is he related to Ghost Dog at all, or?
No.
Damn.
No, it's the way of the samurai. There's it starts out, there's this cop with a dog, and he's got his dog in his cop car, and they're chasing.
Like Turner and Hooch?
Kinda.
Yeah.
They're chasing a criminal named Petey the cat. It's like a big orange cat.
Obviously. Yeah.
That's robs banks and stuff. And they go on a chase, and there's they get crushed by a car, and the doctors are like, oh no. The cop's head is completely ruined, and the dog's body is beyond repair. And then they're like, wait, what if we put the dog's good head on the cop's good body? And they make Dog Man. It's like a cop,
Like a fucking Ren and Stimpy episode or something.
but it's a dog. It's a cop with a dog's head.
I get it. Cop dog, dog cop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
wolf
then
cop.
cop dog man turns into the greatest cop in history, because the dog
Because he
was
can
smart.
smell crime, right?
The dog was smart, but the cop was had super fighting skills and things like that. And so he just keeps capturing Petey the cat and putting him in jail, and Petey keeps escaping.
Wow, man, it sounds like It sounds like you might need to watch some porn to like counteract this. I don't think you need something hardcore, like underground Greek gay hardcore shit.
Here's what they did for the adults. Here's what they did for the adults.
Oh.
So like Petey the cat clones himself and gets little Petey, who's like a child version of him, and he learns like that he loves him like a son. And Dogman also befriends little Petey, and they're fighting. They wind up fighting Flippy the fish. Flippy was like a psychokinetic powered fish that comes back to life and is threatening little Petey. So now Petey and Dogman have to team up to stop Flippy the fish. Just bear with me. Flippy the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like mind powers.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know?
Yeah. So he's got little Petey.
Does he
in his
walk
clutches.
the fuck around? He's a fish that walks on land, like land
he
fish?
Floats. He floats via telekinesis.
He swims through the air.
He sure does. So he's got little Petey in his clutches, and Big Petey's just like he comes to the rescue, and he says, "Get away from him, you fish!" And I was like, "Oh, I get it." That was like a little nod.
Did you fucking just tell me all that shit just for that?
It gets better.
There's
yes,
more?
I did. Yeah. So after a cute little aliens reference, I was like, okay, they threw that in there for the adults. I chuckled at that. Like Petey then like kind of sacrifices himself, says like, take me instead, and then little Pete gets a hold of a robot suit, and he's gonna go take on Flippy, the
telekinetic fish,
the psychokinetic mecha fish, and he comes out to the rescue in his robot powered suit, and then he's about to deliver like a death blow, and the camera close ups on little Petey's face, and he says, "Whoopee-Ki-Yay, Flippy Flipper."
Jesus fucking Christ.
I started howling. My kid's like, "Dad, what's so funny?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll tell you."
You'll understand when I force you to listen to your father's podcast one day.
I was dying, and so then they start laughing
when we're surviving in the bunker and all we have is our old podcast recordings. You'll understand.
Yeah, you'll appreciate this one day.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Whoopee-Ki-Yay, Flippy Flipper.
That's it. We're changing the name. We're changing the whole fucking game.
It's
We're gonna
phenomenal.
have a telekinetic mad fish as our mascot.
He was voiced by Ricky Gervais.
Oh, that makes it worse. Somehow.
You're not a fan of Ricky Gervais? I think he's funny.
I hate the way he laughs. I want to burn his face every time he laughs.
He does laugh a lot at his own jokes.
For a lot of way too much.
It's a cackle.
That fucking show with that goofy bastard that hates everything that they used to send.
Carl Pilkington, An Idiot Abroad.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he laughs so much in that. I just want to kill him.
That might be my wife's single favorite piece of media ever produced. She loves An Idiot Abroad.
Well, I'm going to end on something here because it made me think of something your wife hates. I saw the Paul Rudd, Tim Robinson movie, Friendship.
Oh, you saw it? How was it?
I saw it. I saw it in a theater, and I laughed a lot.
I heard it was really funny.
I really liked it. It appealed exactly to my weird, dark sense of humor. I really want to see it again. I just really want to see it again. It's so fucking strange. It's one of those movies that I feel like if it came out when we were younger, we would have known a lot of people who were way too into it. And it's one of those movies that when you start watching it, you start speaking a different language with the other people who've watched it. Because it's just fucking weird, but it's so funny.
That's what watching that sketch show, I Think You Should Leave, was like.
Yeah.
Like there's that one sketch where they're talking about like not washing your hands well enough after going to the bathroom, but they're like, yeah, when you're in there making mud pie and you use too small a slice, and then they start using these insane terms, but then like the whole cast is doing it. I'm like, why is everyone talking like this? And then like a guy I work with was like started saying it, and I'm like, oh my god, like you're like you start talking in code.
Yeah, yeah. Just for 35 seconds, I thought there were monsters in the world. It's fucking, I don't know, dude. I would love for you to watch it. I would love to watch it with you. It was pretty cool seeing it in a theater too. Like the crowd got it. The crowd was into it.
We'll be able to watch it since we're like 40-something men who are already friends and not trying to make new friends.
Yeah, it really made it. It seems awful. Making friends as an adult seems awful.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to do it soon.
Why?
Because my kids.
Oh, other parents. Ugh.
I'm gonna have to start interacting with other parents that are like roughly the same age as me, because my kids' circumstances will demand it.
And you don't want the kids to be the ones with the weird parents, and you're too pleasant.
I would love to be able to just like easily make friends with people, but God, it's like the thought of it is like makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
It's like having to do it.
It's reason 479,000 why I made the right choice. I could never do it. I'm sure you can muscle through it. I mean, can't.
You made the right choice for you.
Yeah.
I regret nothing. I'm
what else are you gonna say? Yeah, well, you're kind of locked in now.
Ask me again in 10 years.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
They're so expensive.
Oh my god! I also another update. The Godfather. I've been saturated with The Godfather so much, it hurts.
Yeah, you watched it with our friend Kevin.
But there's more. My wife and I last weekend.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, one week after watching the whole first Godfather, we decided just to be insane, and we're like, yeah, do you want to throw in the Hatchet cut, the novel for television cut that I got on bootleg Blu-ray? She's like, yeah, let's do that. And it didn't even occur to me to be like, we should be aware that we're basically signing on to watch all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Extended cuts. Do you know this?
It's a lot of footage.
It's 7.5 hours, bruh.
Oh, God.
We put this shit in at 4:30-ish, and we stopped it. We were done at like a little after midnight, and we watched the whole motherfucker in one go. We paused it, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, I've never done that ever. Even when I was a kid and that we had it on tape, if we were watching it was like a 2-night affair at least. Like, that's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Did you make your Sunday gravy?
No, I did that when we showed it to Kevin the first time. We just got pizza this time.
It's fair.
It counts. It counts. We got a little bit fancy. We got a pizza and we got like gnocchi and split that. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was wonderful. And this place has this. I got this little thing of stuffed rigatoni. Have you ever had these?
Stuffed rigatoni.
They're like little manicotti.
I've had stuffed manicotti.
They're like little manicotti. Is what they are, like little baby manicotti, and they had them in a brandy cream sauce with sausage. Fucking, it's fantastic.
Sausage.
It's fantastic. It's one thing when I move away, I will miss about Jersey. Just fucking baller Italian restaurants everywhere.
Oh yeah, you can go anywhere in Jersey and find good Italian.
And every neighborhood has like 4 options, and their people are fiercely loyal. We got ours.
Chances are you know somebody that knows how to make it.
Yeah, there's always that too. All right, homie. What have you been watching lately? Anything other than children's movies?
I mean, yeah, other than Dogman, aka RoboCop for kids. No, it's been tough. It's been difficult to watch.
All right,
anything.
Dig into your mind. Cartoons. When we were kids, it might have been part of DuckTales. I'm trying to remember. It was a superhero who was a duck, and he had a robot suit with a visor, covered his face.
Wasn't
he had
he
a
was on
wheel.
Darkwing Duck?
Was it Darkwing Duck? He had a wheel instead of legs. It was a tire.
He was from Darkwing Duck. I
Yeah?
can't remember his name though.
Was it Robo Duck?
Darkwing Duck.
I remember Darkwing.
When there's trouble, you call DW.
I couldn't remember if it was from that or from Tailspin.
No, Tailspin was.
They were ducks.
Tailspin, yeah, they were.
They were ducks.
Tailspin was Baloo the bear flying a plane.
What was Launchpad from?
Wait a minute. Was it from DuckTales?
I don't know. Was Launchpad on DuckTales?
Launchpad was the pilot from oh yeah, he was from DuckTales. I'm thinking of You said DuckTales and I thought of and I heard Tailspin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a lot of tails and planes and pilots. Like our childhood was chock full of them, and they were all animals. Fuck. That show you were describing doesn't sound so strange now. I'm thinking about fucking Launchpad and all that shit. And
Launchpad was just a dumb pilot.
And then DuckTales. Ooh. There was DuckTales.
Ooh.
Fucking Scrooge swimming in the gold.
His name was Gizmo Duck, also known as Robo Duck. And he was from DuckTales.
I was sort of right about both things. My brain. Thank you.
I could have sworn he was from Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. That was a weird
Gizmo
show.
Duck is a robotic superhero who was created by Scrooge McDuck to serve as the chief security guard for the money bin.
Yeah, because that was a spin-off of DuckTales. That show. Whatever. I don't know. I hate it all. Stupid. I watched the Pee-wee documentary.
I'm also right. He made guest appearances in Darkwing Duck.
Fucking A. Attaboy.
That's where I remember him from.
It's just all one big duck fuck is what it is. Just from our childhood.
Oh my God.
I watched that Pee-wee Herman documentary, man.
Oh man, I almost put that on the other day. How is
It's
that?
pretty interesting, dude. A lot of
How into Pee-wee were you?
All right, to be honest, I fucking hated Pee-wee's Playhouse. I liked the movie.
I figured.
I liked the movie. I fucking hated Pee-wee's Playhouse, dude. I would the intro would start on like Saturday morning. Like, oh fuck! I have to sit through this shit, or I have to switch to the other channel, which is something I don't know, some fucking My Little Pony cartoon or something.
Yeah.
Did you like
a lot
it?
of options. I liked Pee-wee's Playhouse, and I loved Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the movie. I thought it was hilarious.
The movie was cool. Well, not cool. It was fucking weird. Of course, Tim Burton. We didn't know, but it was.
That was one of those movies that was like Ghostbusters, where like I saw it when I was a kid, and I liked it because it was silly, and then I watched it as an adult and got all the jokes. And I was just like, this is so much funnier than I ever knew it was.
I didn't realize this until I saw the documentary, but apparently the original, where Pee-wee's Playhouse comes from, was a stage show that he used to do. A live stage show. It was like a weird kind of experimental stand-up.
I learned that because he went back to it after it got popular. They did like an anniversary edition of it where he went back to the stage show.
Yeah, and that was like an all-ages one, but apparently the old one, that's what it was. It was just full of like double entendres and dirty jokes that were loosely disguised as kids stuff. But then when they did the show, they just made it like a straight-up kids thing and just yeah, it's so goofy. It plays a little bit different though when you realize that Pee-wee was banging the fucking the genie.
Wait, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it is whatever, but it feels different. It gives it a different feel.
I was at work in like the accounting office, which is like a secure room, and he has these little windows in the wall for people to like ask for stuff, and we open it up, and one of the girls I work with she's like closer to my age, and she's like looking around. She's like, "Huh, I feel like Zombie over here," and then I start laughing, and then the rest of the people in the accounting office are like, "What is she talking about?" And then I'm like looking at him like, "Wait, how old are you?" "Never mind, you're not old enough." I look at her, I'm like, "Yeah, I get it.
Do you understand the talking chair? Tell
It's
me.
just like a head in a box.
So weird. So weird.
Cherry. Do you remember who Cowboy Curtis was?
Yeah, it was Lawrence Fishburne, baby.
Yeah.
Larry Fishburne. They got him in the documentary. He talks. He talks a little bit. And you watch It's Always Sunny, right?
No, I've seen it.
No?
I don't like watch it.
The woman who played the fucking the queen, the fairy woman.
Yeah.
That's Charlie's mom. Rest in peace.
That is her.
She just died. Yeah, she just died not too long ago. Yeah, it was cool if you're into it. It's really neat look because there's a lot of old photos and old footage that they show while they're talking to him too. Plus, he's fucking hilarious. Paul Rubens he's fucking hilarious. You know,
He was funny as hell.
I liked him in other shit that he did too. I watched the Buffy movie when I was a kid a lot. He was great in that.
It's the death scene.
Yeah. Like he had a lot of good bits in there, man. Kill him a lot. Like that was great.
Derek for real.
Yes, and Blow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in
that. Was a great movie. That was an underrated movie. Johnny Depp, underrated one. But he was cool, man. He was really he didn't pop up often, but I always remembered shit he was in. I always wish he did more. Like after they decided they were going to let him do movies again.
Yeah, he was in Mystery Men.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. I know what it is. I don't think I've ever watched it.
I saw it a long time ago. I remember nothing.
It's Ben Stiller, right? Is the lead in
Yeah.
it, and a bunch of people. Yeah, Janine Garofalo, I think.
Yeah.
William H. Macy is a It was before
Yeah.
alternative superhero movies were cool. Yeah, like some kind of weird fucked up Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass.
I liked Kick-Ass.
I know you did. I've seen it a lot. Now I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I played it out. The only thing I like about it now is Nick Cage. That's it. I hate
Nick
that
Cage
kid.
is great in that.
I hate the kid now. I hate the guy who plays Kick-Ass.
Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah, he was all right in Nosferatu, but as a rule, I fucking hate him.
Dude, he's being eyed for
James Bond. Yeah, I know.
James Bond.
It doesn't
And then
matter. Whatever the new Bond thing is, I'm not watching it. I've decided.
There are people who think that like they nodded to it because he's been named the global brand ambassador for Omega watches.
Yeah.
Which is what James Bond wears.
Right. Fucking is he British?
No.
I didn't think he's American.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. That's horseshit. I don't
You know
know.
what I saw him in that I liked a lot? He's an Outlaw King.
Is he?
He plays the Black Douglas.
I don't remember him being in that.
Just remember the one guy that was just an absolute berserker and slaughtered a whole church full of people because they were like,
yeah.
that's him.
He must have been all covered
just,
in
like,
face
he would
paint and
just-
hair.
He just has a giant beard. He just starts shouting Douglas as he chops people's heads off.
Lovely.
Fucking madman in that movie.
He was good in Nosferatu. I'll give him that. He played a doucher.
Yeah, he did. He played a D-bag.
I finally got Step Brothers, man.
What? Like on
The movie,
Blu-ray or 4K?
on disc, yeah. No, I didn't get it on 4K. You don't need that on fucking 4K. I haven't seen it in so long. It was great.
Ultra HD version of Will Ferrell's nuts on a drum head.
But I'll tell you, man, when I get to one scene, the internet has ruined me. There's one scene, every time I get to it, all I can think of is the deep fake of that scene that I watched like 10,000 times.
Oh, with Sylvester Stallone
And Arnold.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know it. Yeah, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Holy shit. That is still one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen.